Tuesdays.
Okay, folks, Larry Pesavento for TFNN, and I'm trying to turn off the echo. Just a second, boys and girls, and now that is all done. Here where we are. All right, folks, I had so many questions about the Bradley model over the weekend. I decided to go back and take a look at it, thanks to our good friend Shane Smolian. You'll notice the one on the left over here is the Bradley model from 2024 out to 2024. Now you can see here was the low. All I'm going to do now is going to match this. You see this low here in October? There it is right there. That's the real market. That's the Bradley, okay? You see the high in July? Guess what that is? That's the high in July. Okay, now there it is right there. See it? There's a high in July. Now it comes down to a December low. There's the December low. Folks, all I can tell you is when I started doing this stuff with Ruth Miller way back in '86, it scared the bejeebies out of me because I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Being a good old Catholic boy, an altar boy, and studying with the Jesuits for 12 years, I was afraid of false gods, and we had heard about that from the Catholic school. You stay away from astrology, bad news, all that stuff. They were wrong about eating meat on Friday, so who knows? Anyway, that's how I got interested in this. But we ran every year from 1898. Jim Twentyman ran them along with Dr. Miller. All I did was pay for the stuff. It's way over my pay grade, but it works part of the time. And it works very good when some of the key dates, and that's it. But, when you see these, if you remember, this was my really big, you see this big ABCD here in October. This was October 20th of 2022. When we had this huge, beautiful 382 pattern on the weekly, we had a 618 on the weekly, we had the Gartley pattern finishing, we had ABCDs finishing, and that's when, it got really bullish and it, took off and ran up here. So my problem is, folks, I'm a short-term trader, and I'm not interested. Well, sometimes I am, but most of the time what I look for is I'm looking for places where I don't have to risk very much money to make a lot of money. That's my whole key of what I'm trying to do as I look at this. So I'm going to go over a couple little things here this morning. We've got Norm Winsky coming up, and Norm was alerting to us on the 12th, if you remember. He said, get ready, there's something big ready to happen, and old Norman came through again, and down she went. So we got Norman coming up here. He's got some more dates coming up. So we'll be right back. Paula T. Webb.